College championships decided in dramatic fashion. Congrats to UCLA and Claremont Mudd Scripps. We'll take a look at all the big highlights on a brand new counterattack. Hey everyone, Greg Mescall here. Thanks for joining us on a brand new counterattack right here on Overnght and USA Water Polo. What an epic weekend in men's college water polo. NCAA championships and Division III championships both decided. Some wild finishes in the semifinals at D3 and the finals at NCAA. Let's start first up at Stanford, the NCAA championship. It came down to a rematch of last year, a Battle of LA. UCLA taking on USC. The Trojans this year, they've been the only team to deal the Bruins losses coming into the NCAAs. Trojans also won their fourth straight MPSF title to take the 1 seed. They powered through the bracket to reach the final. UCLA, they had to outlast Stanford in the semifinal to get into that championship match. If you watched on ESPNU and the ESPN app, you know this was a thriller with the UCLA Bruins coming up with a gigantic victory. Let's go back and take a look at some of the huge plays from an all-time classic at Avery.
Giving it off to Noah Rowe. Shot clock to 5 for the Bruins. Dodd firing and hitting! UCLA with the first word. Art thought about it. Brankovic rips the net. We're tied at 1. Come on now, inside 5 meters. Moving in and hitting! UCLA up 2-1. Sherlock, it's Chase Dodd. At 5 meters, goes to Matthews, who's stuffed by Mills, who wants to talk about it. Naipoglu winding up and hitting! We're tied at 4. Shot clock to 4. Lopez Duarte winds up. Score the goal for USC. They're ahead by 2. It's Ryder Dodd. Brinkman now with 1 at the horn, makes it count. Shot clock to 3. Lathy scoots in, fakes, denied. A race for the ball, and the hustle from Lopez Duarte. Nothing available inside. Wade Sherlock rattles the cage and finds some love in the stands. Kirstich posting. Instead, they go outside. Naipoglu. 1 coming back for USC. Now 6 on 5. Lathy got what he wanted the second time around. Off instead, 5 meter, and scored instead for Ryder Dodd. Same result for the Bruins. They've tied this game at 9.
Instead, and there's a bucket for Dodd.
10-9 UCLA. They go back in front. Swing it back near side to the post. Don't get home. Jack Martin. Tied at 10. Timer to 6. Brankovic stopped by Tauscher. 1:06 remaining. He swings it. Carcelati for the win! You know it! The Bruins repeat as national champions. A thrilling finish. All the emotions.
When you win, it's easy to get complacent, but this has been a group that, from the next day, we've started working again, and we had this exact date on the back of our head, just waiting for our moment to come again. And, we've been here before, we've done this, we were ready to do it again. We worked so hard for this moment, since January, working, and we said we wanted to win everything. Unfortunately, we didn't get that done, but, unfortunately, happily, we were able to come up with the win at the end on the most important time.
I've been a part of this game for a long time. I love that they put this rule into play. I think it's been 3-4 years now. I think it gives opportunity. It makes the game more exciting. You know, that's something we work every day, every single training, 7-on-6. So, you know, we take the time out there. For me, it's easy. Hey, guys, this is clockwork. We do this every single day, every scenario, whether it's down one, up one, tie game. We know when we're supposed to go, how we're supposed to pull. And they did it. They executed just like Monday through Friday. So, you know, I will say USC, that's an incredible team. You know, for us to we're up early, have a tough second quarter, find a way to get stops at the end there and put ourselves in a position to finish it against a team of that caliber says a lot about our group.
I think this is a little bit better than last year. I think it's always the next one. So, I mean, for us to do it in the last second like that, being down almost the entire second half and almost the entire game, I think it's pretty incredible for a group like this to dig deep and kind of get it done.
So as you can imagine, Bruins thrilled, heartbreak for USC. Got a feel for the Trojans. Another great season, getting right there to the championship. Their time is coming, you'd imagine, here before long. But this night belonging to UCLA. Now, all the talk afterwards, the game winner from Federico Carcelade. I've seen, 1,000 screenshots. Hand holding the ball, and in the corner you see zeros on the clock. Let's clear this up. If you watched the replay, you heard the horn after the ball leaves his hand. The one challenge with the clocks, not displaying a tenth of a second. So really, after you get under 1 second displaying on the clock, there's still tenths of a second before time completely runs out. The horn is your indicator. When time has expired, you can't cut it much closer than Tico Carcelade did with that buzzer beater. Shot gets away just in time. As it is in college water polo, no VAR, no review. We've seen that at the international level, maybe someday in the college game. So nothing to review, as it were, during the game.
It's Dodd with 3, swings it, Carcelade for the win! You know it!
But despite those screen grabs of the zeros, the horn sounding after the shot gets away, there's a lot of commotion when that shot flies, but when you watch it back again, and I've watched it a few times now, you can hear that horn as the ball leaves his hand. And the officials, they saw the same thing. They counted the goal, but that certainly won't stop anyone from talking about that result. And also pushing for video review, which would be a great addition for the college game. That'd be something exciting to see, especially in those big moments, just to make sure that the call was called correctly. Officiating water polo, I think, has got to be one of the most challenging things on earth, especially to get a play like that right at the very last minute. So props to the officials. And again, congrats to both teams. Only one could win, but that was such a fun game to watch and to call. Hope you all enjoyed it. We're already looking forward to the next NCAA championships coming up in San Diego next year for both the women and the men. Now, that wasn't the only event that had its share of drama. Division III National Collegiate Championship, Claremont Mudscripts hosting for the first time in Claremont. They ended up going up against their neighbor just down the road, Pomona Pitzer. The Sage Hens have so often hosted this event. They'd square off in the championship, Augustana MIT for third place. Let's take a look back at some of these highlights and hear some of the big reaction as well.
2025 Division III National Championship, CMS Pomona Pitzer. It's a Claremont showdown right out of the gate. Nick Kennedy gets CMS on the board, then his teammate Jake Taylor blocks this Sage Hens try. Kennedy gets a quick redirect here, then Pomona's Greg Moore gets a block on his end. Moore opens the second with a stop, then Taylor denies 2 here. Then we move over to Striker Scales, what a great name, gets the long pass and scores to give CMS the 3-2 lead at the half. Taylor gets another major block here, then Jake Lee finds the cage not long after for the Sage Hens. CMS takes control of this one as Gavin Netherton takes back their lead here. Then Taylor continues to be a brick wall in the cage with another stop. The Sags have slowed the game down here, but there's still time for one more goal as Thomas Walker ices this cake, puts the ball in, solidifies the 9-4 win for the host. And they are your Division III National Champions. Post-game, we heard from head coach Greg Alonso about the game, and Taylor, who recorded 12 saves, plus Kennedy, who scored 5 times in the victory.
Unbelievable defensive effort. The guys all around, all 7 of them in the pool, just played so well together, connected with each other. We helped a lot. Jake was unreal in the cage, making saves, you know, and then our field blocks were fantastic today. Just did a great job of protecting our cage and protecting home court. You know, that was the big piece 2 weeks ago when we played them in the SkyX tournament final. It's the opportunity to host this tournament, be in our pool, be with our fans, and it made a big difference in that second half. The energy changed dramatically as we kind of started getting a little flow going. Stands helped us tremendously, and these guys are just outrageous.
It's huge. Honestly, our game plan was I was going to take my 80% of the cage and trust all the field blockers to take their 20 to 30%, and I think we really executed that well because honestly I have to credit a lot of my saves were from the shot blockers being in great position, and so they could funnel it to me and I could trust them to stay on that near side and get a block if they can. And obviously our team has done a phenomenal job this season, and today they killed it.
Yeah, totally. Like, I mean, you saw it after, but, you know, we had some guys getting emotional. Everyone's hugging everyone, and there's no real, like, guy on the team. It's just whoever's in that situation, you know, we have faith that they'll execute. And it just so happened that it would be me today, but, you know, I have full faith in every one of our guys. Like, if they got an open shot, they'd step up and rip it.
Division III National Championship third place showdown, Augustana MIT. This one starts out even at 1 with goals from Augustana's Cole Foe and MIT's Adam Ivatorov. Foe quickly racks up his second goal here, then Josh Warren of MIT denies another Augustana attempt right here. No shortage of action in the second quarter as Hutton gets another save, and then back to Rosic, who makes it a 1-goal game again. MIT up 6-5. Hutton reaches up for another stop here, then after goals on each side, Warren gets another block, and we head to the second half. MIT in front 8-6. Ivatorov is pumped to get MIT's 10th goal on the day. Then Hutton is there to smack the ball down before the third period buzzer. MIT's Derek Schaefer scores from deep for their 13th goal, but then watch out for Declan Hutton. Out of the cage here, 7-on-6, and he scores for the Vikings, and that's a little foreshadowing here of what is about to come. 9 seconds to go. Foe gets a hat trick at the perfect time. He ties things up, but then with 1 second left, Hutton gets the ball, rockets it all the way across the pool. That's good. Unbelievable. Augustana on a goalie goal takes third place at the Division III National Championship. 14-13 postgame. We heard from Hutton about those last plays, and head coach Ryan Pryor and Addison about Augustana's comeback finish.
No, for the first 7-on-6, coach didn't give me a time that I had to shoot on. I knew that we had to get the goal as fast as possible, so I'm glad I could get that shot off. And for the 7-on-6, the second 7-on-6 play, I'm just glad we executed that. It's not the way that we wanted it to go, but ball still went in the goal.
I felt we were getting a little doing some desperation things, and I was reminding them that this wasn't desperation time yet. We were losing, but we had plenty of time to come back. We needed to adjust our mindset a little bit, but they responded immediately, and yeah, really proud of the way they finished that out.
Yeah, I mean, we've been through this multiple times this season, so we know how to handle pressure, and we know everyone in that on our team understands that whatever opponent we are playing, we can come back, and as long as we play for each other and play, that we can come back from anything. And I think today was a testament of that.
Big congratulations to CMS picking up the victory there over Pomona Pitzer, and congrats to all 4 teams making the Division III National Championship, another event that we're excited about come springtime and the women's season. Now let's look at our Malmston goals of the week. We got 2 for you here because if you were watching this past weekend, you know there were 2 amazing finishes. Let's start first, back to Stanford. No surprise here. UCLA going for the win. Ryder Dodd, everyone, all eyes on the Olympic bronze medalist. He makes the extra pass to Tico Carcelade, who lights the lamp. That's your game winner. And decades after his dad capped up for UCLA, Federico Tico Carcelade able to step up and make a huge shot to give the Bruins the victory. And then we go back to the Division III National Championship. Check out this shot. Augustana goalie Declan Hutton from way downtown. Unbelievable delivery to make a shot like that in the postseason. That is also an epic result for Hutton and Augustana. Congrats again to both of our big-time shooters in the Malmston Goal of the Week. And now on to our calendar. What's ahead? Well, we're through all the big competitions here in December, but won't be long before January comes around. The Team USA men's national team, guys like Ryder Dodd, Chase Dodd, they'll be in the pool with Team USA as they cap up against Australia. 2-game series coming to Southern California January 10th and 11th. Ticket information coming soon to usawaterpolo.org. both matches streamed right here live on Overnght, and then also ODP Regional Championship action on the way. So best of luck to all the athletes vying for competition there on the next step in the ODP journey. That's going to do it for this week's episode. Thanks so much for joining us. And before we go, before anyone looks weak side, and there's some irony in thanking this person because they're the one that has to edit this and put it together, but we are losing a member of the USA Water Polo family who's been here for 10 years. Our director of digital media, our longtime video producer, Sheree Smith, who makes this counterattack look great every week and is behind so many other amazing videos and pieces of content you've loved from USA Water Polo. Unfortunately, she is moving on to a new opportunity, and we are absolutely heartbroken to lose her, but want to take a moment to thank Sheree for all the amazing things she has done for USA Water Polo. We hope to see her at a water polo pool again sometime soon, but with that in mind, we're taking a little breather here. We'll take a break for the holidays. We'll come back with brand new episodes of The Counterattack in January. In the meantime, we hope all of you have a great holiday, a happy new year. Thanks for your support of Water Polo, for watching this show every week, and we will see you in the new year. And now, don't forget, if you're on the counterattack, look weak side.